was the first day, hello everybody again, the Osmandino, just that little scripture or little quote that I've been in a lot of sales. I sold insurance, vacuum cleaners, knives, houses, but I never, once again, I don't think I fully committed. I let stumbling blocks get in my way. It's easier to stay at home than do the work. I knew what I was supposed to do, couldn't get myself to commit it. But I always liked inspirational type messages, quotes. And this gentleman, he impressed me just with that little bit that you read to us. So I Googled him and looked him up. And just for a little bit, he was born in 1923, died in 1996. Oz is actually short for Augustine. He was named after his grandfather. He grew up in Massachusetts. He was an editor of his high school newspaper. He served as a bombardier in World War II. He received his Silver Wings in 1943. He actually served in the same group as Jimmy Stewart. He flew over 30 bombing missions. This man was colorblind. His wife used to label his clothes so that when he gave up and gave presentations, that he had the right clothes on. And after a while, he would show the audience and say, "See, my clothes match because my notes match." This gentleman wrote over 20 books. One of his quotes that inspired me, it says, "Today I begin a new life. Today I shed my old skin, which hath too long suffered the bruises of failure, the wounds of mediocrity. Today I am born anew, and my birthplace is a vineyard where there is fruit for all." That was a very powerful message. One of his other, there was so many quotes, there's no way I could do them all, but another one that impressed me was, "Weak is he who permits his thoughts to control his actions. Strong is he who forces his actions to control his thoughts." And that was very successful. I'm going to use one of your pieces of paper here. Kind of stole a little bit of my thunder, but there's this, this is what people think is the road to success. Then you have this, and that's actually your actual road to success. Those are all your pitfalls and deviations, and that was actually not on his, it was on my Facebook. It came up yesterday, so I think that was, somehow that was some kind of divine intervention that maybe was supposed to get me thinking about it, but it showed up on my Facebook, so I couldn't find it, and I had to go back through like about 10 pages of Facebook to find where it was, so I had it right. So basically, this has been me a lot of times, but I never had the arrow to keep on going. It always, I always found an excuse not to do this and not to pursue this. I let negative voices. I even had a small negative voice this morning as I closed my garage door saying, "You better be sure about this," and then I just shook that out of my head. So I'm sure I'm always going to have some negative voices from other people. My wife she's given me positive insight, but there's a little negative warning in her. "You better not be goofing up this time," because I've wasted money on some of these schemes that just didn't work out before. And I don't need a scheme. I just need to do what I'm supposed to do. And I've asked my mother. She's a very devout Christian. She said prayers for me. She said that she's had words saying that I'm on the right path. So if you got your mother, your wife, and the Lord behind you, it has to be the right thing.
Yes.
That's my story.
All right, yo.